Welcome to the Car Guys. Today I get to test this amazing TT RS. Here we are then in the TT. I've not ever driven a TT before, never really had any desire to do so, because mostly we had a bit of a laugh and joke because they were considered to be a bit hairdressery, but this one obviously is not. I mean, this is the full fat non-Diet Coke version of the TT. So I've been told by the owner that the best way to test or check the performance of this car is do a rolling starting first. We're in dynamic mode, we're in first gear, we should just nail the throttle, yeah? Jesus! Whoa, that is a very quick car. Guess we need to test the twisties now, don't we? So let's get it turned around and go back and find some twisties. Okay, so let's tuck it into this corner. Oh yeah. Oh, that sounds good, doesn't it? That sounds really good. I like the dynamics of this car, like that whole four-wheel drive thing. Really feels like a properly stable, get your foot in quite early. Turning is absolutely brilliant. I was not expecting that out of this car, I really wasn't. Turn it in, get your foot down on the throttle. Wow, whoa, body control is superb. This is a properly Asbo car, this, I'll tell you. Wow, that's really quite something, this car. Woo. Let's go for a little bit more of a play. Oh, wow. Love those power and torque dials going up to 100%, absolutely amazing. I mean, it's not a Ferrari, but I tell you what, if you can't afford a Ferrari, you're not far off having a similar experience. I realise that it's four-wheel drive and other kind of stuff, but the noise, the poise, the grip of this thing is really, really good. I mean, this is a proper bit of kit. I did not expect it to be this good. I really didn't. I'm being completely honest with you. I thought I was going to be a little bit whatever with this car, because at the end of the day, it's just a TT, right? Oh, but it's so much more than just a TT. I am loving that. Brakes are amazing. Brakes are amazing. It is lacking a bit of torque. It doesn't feel as fast as the RS6. I think this engine might be a bit lower on torque than the RS6 was. But you know what? It's still really, really good fun. Feels light and nimble, and you feel like you can really chuck it around. Amazing. Whew. I think we'll stop there. That was quite an experience. Right, so then we're down in comfort mode now. Just calming down a little bit after that spirited drive. Really impressed with this car, much more impressed than I thought I was going to be. So while we kind of calm things down and let the old engine cool down a little bit, let's run through a few stats. So this has got a 5-cylinder turbocharged engine, 394 brake horsepower, 0 to 60 in a little over 3 seconds, 3.5-ish. 0 to 100 comes up in 8, which is just outstanding for what is essentially a little tiny hatchback. And yes, I know it's not really a hatchback, it's a coupe, but the Integra is a hatchback and that's a coupe as well, so I don't care. 0 to 60 comes up in about 3.5. 394 brake horsepower, so just under 400 horsepower in this little thing. No, you can't get people in the back. It might be a 2+2, but those +2s have got to be very, very tiny, people. There's less room in this than there is in a 911. So if you're thinking about buying one, if you've got young kids, don't bother. What I have noticed is that with this particular steering wheel, can you hear the extra noise on the engine? Is I really want to use the paddles. I didn't feel like that in the RS. I felt like I just wanted to cruise around and let it do its thing, changing gear, etc. But this makes me want to use the paddles. Being in here is very, very nice, but very familiar after the RS6. A lot of the control weights, the smell, the look of the cabin, very Audi. We've done some great touches here, tidying up the dashboard, so all of the vents now have buttons in the middle of them that do various different things. Like we've got the temperature control here, the AC control, heated seats on the right hand side. I mean, obviously talking about seats, really supportive, lovely seats, fully adjustable that you need them to be, very comfortable. Driving position is brilliant. I probably would prefer it if this seat could go down a little bit more, but other than that, it's great. Steering wheel, all right, the ridiculous flat bottom silliness of Audi RS steering wheels, but Alcantara just where you want it on the side, so when you get a bit sweaty because you're pushing on, you don't have to worry about the wheels slipping out of your hands. This new super duper fully digital dashboard is amazing. So much information on here. You can change it in so many different ways by pushing this view button, so we can go from a complete sat nav view, so we can exactly where we are. Obviously Google Maps in this as well. So on the right hand side we've got the miles per hour, on the left hand side we've got the rev counter, then we can go back to a single rev counter and digital speedometer in the middle with the sat nav on the left hand side, and these two lovely new additions which I'm really enjoying is the power and torque dials. So they're very nice, I like those. Obviously lots of information, very similar to the RS6 in that it gives you a lot of information in the dashboard, but in quite a clean, nice way. How does it ride? Well, I'm in full comfort mode at the moment, and actually I don't think I'd want it much harder. I mean, obviously we'll try dynamic. Turning is absolutely amazing. I mean, people moan about these things being a bit understeery, you know, because that's a standard way that Audi set up their cars, but so far no problems with the turning. It feels like a little car. It feels quite lightweight. It feels short, so you know that there's not a lot of car around you. It does feel quite wide though, and I don't know whether that's just because this is in black maybe, and you've got these big kind of padded doors, but it does feel like quite a wide car. Lots of other nice features about this interior. Obviously, like I say, they've cleaned up all of the vents and added switches into the vents, which is nice. This centre console's lovely and clean, and they've kind of tidied up the buttons from the RS6. Still got the same radio, media, telephone, bits and pieces, but it's a lot neater. Obviously gear stick backwards for sport mode, flicker paddle goes into manual sport mode, which is quite nice. Noisier exhaust. Once we change into this, we can change engine noise to standard or engine noise to sport. Pull back down again, back into D. As with all RS products, you get this drive select button, which allows you to set up the car in various different modes. So you've got comfort, auto, dynamic, and an individual in the same as the 6 was. Now the Comfort mode, obviously, kind of everyday normal driving. Dynamic is going to be whoa, and individual modes, obviously you can set all the different parameters you want to, or you can do it in auto and let the car decide as you're pushing on or relaxing or doing whatever. The car will then change its settings to suit the way that you're driving. Now, obviously this shape's been around for quite some time now. We've kind of got used to it. I mean, this iteration of the car is a lot smoother from this kind of point of view. They kind of smoothed this in and turned it into a proper coupe from the old TT, which was kind of bubble topped. So it's a nicer looking shape. It's definitely a much nicer looking car. Things that I don't like about this particular car, I don't like these brake discs in the back with these wheels. I don't think this is something I would pick. They just look absolutely tiny, so I'm not sure about those at all. What else don't I like? Not a lot. I have to be honest, I really quite like this car. It's got a really good shape. Obviously with all the accoutrements of being an RS car, we've got nice little fins on the front here, which is quite good. Also, this inbuilt quattro now is really quite cool as well. These intakes, they all kind of adds to the look of the car. This lovely spoiler on the back actually, which is quite nice. I don't mind that at all. I like the little V's that set up the spoiler, and looking all the way backwards, obviously got those big oval RS exhausts. If we have a look on the inside, obviously we've got quilted seats, amazing. RS badge in the back of the seats. And it's a nice place to be. As I said previously, this is quite a good cabin. You do get to feel like you're quite enclosed, fairly driver focused, which is all good. So there we go, the Audi TT RS, driven, reviewed, summarised, and in summary, things that annoy me. I can't tell the difference between dynamic and comfort suspension. Maybe it's just my age, but it honestly doesn't seem to be an awful lot of difference. Round town, it's so firm and jiggly, it is quite annoying. Once you get moving, it softens up a lot better and it's much more compliant, but I still can't tell the difference between the two. Is it fast? Oh my God, it's so fast. What else don't we like about this car? Oh yeah, it's 50 grand plus options. 50 grand! So the hot hatch search must continue, and I appreciate that this is not really a hot hatch, but it's got a hatchback? Vaguely? No? Okay. Anyway, thanks for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. Don't forget to subscribe, click the notification bell so you know when we've got new videos uploaded, and make those comments. See you later.